Oh, beautiful scenery there, and Nate is having the time of his life. Well, now it is time for our regular health checkup. And today we are looking at cancer screening in Australia, including the new lung cancer screening program. It's expected to save thousands of lives, but there's still some confusion about who is eligible for a check. So paediatrician and infectious diseases expert Dr. Linny Fong joins us now in the studio with all of the answers.
You always have all the answers.
You do have all the answers.
I try. This is an important topic. I mean, lung cancer kills far too many Australians. It's still a cancer that has a stigma as well, and unfortunately, but this is good news that there's a screening program. Is there enough info out there for people about how it's all working?
Yeah, no, I don't think there is. I feel like there's a lot of confusion still in communities. So firstly, lung cancer is the fourth most common cancer in Australia, but it is actually responsible for the most cancer-related deaths in Australia. So it's quite significant. In terms of this lung screening program, so it targets high-risk individuals, so individuals between 50 to 70 years of age who either are current smokers or have had a history of smoking in the past, who have quit 10 years in the last 10 years, but have had the equivalent of a packet a day for the last 30 years. So essentially they're looking at high-risk individuals. The big important difference here is that you won't receive a letter in the mail if you are eligible. So it relies on people going to their GP and asking to be enrolled into the lung cancer program, and I think that's where a lot of the confusion is coming from. For those who are eligible, they receive a low-dose CT scan of their chest to look for those early changes.
Yeah. And how does it sit alongside the other cancer screening tests that we've got that people might be a little bit more familiar with?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. So there are four essentially cancer screening programs in Australia. So bowel, breast, lung and cervix. And so as you can see here, cervical cancer, essentially from 25 years of age, every 5 years. It's new in that over the last few years it's changed from a pap smear to a HPV test, and you can actually do that as a self-collected swab. And then breast cancer from 50 to 74 years of age, every 2 years, it's a mammogram. And what I learnt about breast cancer screening recently is that all screening services are serviced by just females, just for that sensitivity around that. Bowel cancer, as you all know, you receive a kit in the mail from 50 years of age, and it's a home stool test every 2 years. And then lung being sort of the new test there, but being the one that people aren't actively notified about.
Well, what I love about the cervical cancer screening is you get a text as well.
Exactly.
If you've done it before, they'll text you to remind you, which is super helpful.
That's right. It's very helpful, especially how busy everyone is and trying to keep track of everything in our lives.
Now, what about the ones that aren't on that list? Talk about ovarian cancer, prostate cancer. Why don't we have national screening programs?
Yeah, so screening programs are about making sure that they are sort of population-based and that there are I guess there's a better benefit in terms of that benefit risk profile. Screening tests aren't without their issues in that, you can get false positivities which lead to anxiety and unnecessary procedures. With ovarian cancer, there's no reliable test, unfortunately, which means, obviously there's a lot of research.
There is one in development, or a few.
Yeah, we're hoping so. And then with prostate cancer, although there is a blood test, which is the prostate-specific antigen, it again relies on men to go to their GPs and ask them. And roughly we would recommend after the age of 50, every 2 years to get that blood test done.
Oh, it's certainly peace of mind. I know my husband's very proactive in that, so I'm very pleased with him. But, for people who have a lot on their lives, let's face it, we're all pretty busy, or they might, for one reason or another, be putting it off. Why is it so important to get these early tests and these screenings?
So I think the main key to screening is that screening is essentially a test done when you are healthy and well, so no symptoms at all. And the important fact behind that is that if you pick up cancer early, it means that you are, more likely to have, be treated early at early stages before it's spread anywhere. It means less invasive treatments and therefore less complications and better outcomes. And so, if you've got that invitation in the mail, if you've got that kit in your letterbox, don't ignore it. Please get tested.
Yeah, get on there.
It is an absolute lifesaver.
Yeah,
You're right. I've got friends who have been saved by actually taking part in the screening test. So
hopefully that's reminded people. If you've got that in the mail, get on and book your screening. Linny, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well,